Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, you have to admit, the first thing, this boat is looking pretty sharp. And what's happening in my world is a lot of maintenance. A lot of maintenance. I'm taking all my boats. I got my Z21. I've taken the wrap off, and I'm now putting a brand new transducer because this transducer was damaged. So that takes a little bit of mechanical skill. But then I'm just cleaning the boats up because I've only had one guide trip this week, and I'll explain that guide trip real quick to you. I was on Okeechobee, and I went to some schooling areas, and we caught some 4 and 5 pound bass. We only caught about 15 bass. It wasn't really good, but the problem was it was so hot. The guys just couldn't deal with the heat so much. We fished about 12 o'clock, and we'd caught about 20 bass. It was pretty fair. It wasn't a bad deal at all. But 5 pound fish, but that's summertime fish. But there are some 8 pounders. And the nice thing about Okeechobee right now is that Okeechobee's coming up. It's now 12 and a quarter feet high, which is a really good level, and that's going to be really a good thing to have, because 12 and a half feet or 12 and a quarter feet is just perfect. Now it's about waist deep on the shoreline, a little bit deeper. So once it gets up about chest deep, it's just the perfect thing. Now that's this boat. This is my Z21. I want to show you my flats boat that I'm so proud of. You know, years ago I built this thing, a homemade boat, and this is really a cool boat. I've showed you this a whole bunch. It's got this fold down tower. It's all folded down right now, and I got the sea deck on here. Beautiful sea deck. I'm redoing power poles. I'm getting brand new power pole systems all put in the thing. And then I've also retuned the motor. It's a 150 motor that's got low hours on it, and mechanically, I'm not the best in the world, but I've come along now, and we've kind of redone this whole motor. We've got the EFI, all the fuel pumps, the automatic fuel pumps, all working good. We have a brand new gas in it. I put a new gas tank in this one, so that one's really kind of coming along. Let me show you this one outside. I got a boat out here that I'm working on. It's my little Everglades boat, a little 25 on it. Now, this is kind of a cool deal because what happened, first of all, I had a water pump go out. Now the water pump, you know, you think, well, water pumps are easy to do. No, they're not. You have to take all this linkage free, and there's a whole bunch of really tricky things to do. And what's so proud about it was I get on YouTube. Now, the YouTube explains all the mechanical operations that it takes to do a water pump, for example. But you got to really follow the instruction because there's about 10 different motors out there, and you got to get the exact model and then follow the instructions. And sure enough, for about a $50 deal, we got a brand new water pump kit. And I took the whole lower unit apart. Well, not the whole lower unit, but at least the part that I needed to take apart. Now, here was the tricky thing. This side right over here. Well, I'll show you right over here on this side. There's an automatic fuel injection system. Look on this side of the motor. This all right here is a fuel injection system. It cost $1,000, and if you had to replace it, it wasn't working because the fuel pump wasn't pumping. So I took this out. Rich and I, my stepson, and we took this whole thing out, and we took this all apart. He showed me how to do it. He's a motorcycle mechanic, by the way, so he knows a little bit about fuel injection. Even though it's an outboard, it's a similar setup. And he said, Roland, he says, that inside here there's a pump, a real high pressure pump that pressurizes the whole system. He says that's stuck. It's not working right now. It's kind of clogged up. So he took it out. Sure enough, it wouldn't turn. So he put it in an ultrasonic bath, and it just ultrasonically just vibrated at thousands of oscillations per second, and it freed the pump up. Now it works perfect. Now when I pull it, it's a pull start. It gets enough current from the magneto to power the pump and pressurize the system. Hey, look what happened. This is just one little pull. I'm just going to try this right here. I'll bet it'll start. It's so cool. We've got this thing all adjusted now. I'll put the kill switch on. I'll put it in neutral. Cool. Anyway, got the thing really working good. saving myself hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars doing some of this work myself. This isn't, easy to do. The other thing I've done on this boat that's really kind of cool is I put a brand new flooring in there. These aluminum boats have ribs across the bottom. It's kind of hard to walk around. But see, with this boat, what I did, I went in with plywood, 1/2-inch plywood, and then I took foam. This is actually foam, and I foamed the edges of it real good all around it, and then I painted it with that Thompson's water seal in that color, and it's just really perfect. I'm going to put my dry box in here, and I'll get all my seats all set up. Of course, I have a good trolling motor. I have wiring. I have everything I need for really a good setup. Now, looking in my backyard, I got all sorts of toys. I got my little 1541 little John boat that I take down A1. That's a really good deal. And I got a couple swamp buggies I got to do something with. I don't know. Swamp buggy time. But then, of course, when I go to Headwaters, and Headwaters, I got a lot of stuff going on at Headwaters right now. Not many guide trips, but talked to Pat Kelly, and boy, he's catching good ones on frogs right now. So I'm going to go over there, I think, this week and film a little bit with I'll probably film Garcia. This is my 2072 big, wide grizzly boat that you see me on Headwaters with all the time, with rod holders and a 150 on it, good power poles. This is really set up right. I got a big move trolling motor on the front, and I got everything you need for a really, really good fishing on Headwaters. And this is all set up just perfect. So that's my big tracker boat. But anyway, I've been working pretty hard. I got a lot of good stuff all going here. Now the other thing I'm doing, in the midst of all that, besides cleaning boats, I'm actually making some turkey calls too. That's a lot of fun. I have all these exotic woods over here, and I have all my machinery for making turkey calls. And upstairs, I really have a really big deal. So I'm just going to go up there just for a second, just to kind of show you again what I got up there. But this is the time of year when I do a whole lot of work with fixing things up. I sharpen hooks a whole lot. I got everything really going like that. I got just a big tackle room up here. And this is such a cool deal. I have a reloading shop. This is all good for that. And I have all my different rifles that I reload for. I don't know how much hunting I'm going to have this year. Probably not as much as I need. The other thing I do up here that's kind of so cool that I've really been playing with a lot is that I do a lot with my spiket products. I'm doing a lot of coloring of all different kinds of colors. I have all sorts of different combinations here that I can make and color. It's really so cool. For example, just putting spots on a worm. This is a big floating worm that's really good. Years ago we had these floating worms and had spots on them. Well, the only way you can get them now is make them yourself. And that's kind of what I'm doing. In addition to all the colors, Spiket has another division called, well, I'm not sure what the division is for the molds, but they have molds as well. And by talking to the people at Spiket, you can get all these molds and all these different things for making your own lures. So all the plastic worms, all the plastic lures, like you see over here. These frogs are all part of the mold system you can get. And look at that frog the way it's painted. I really have a good time with this. This is so much fun. I come up here and spend hours just painting stuff. I take a white frog, a kind of a rivet kind of frog, and I can put the green on the back, little black spots. That's a frog. That's a 100% frog there. So that's a lot of fun. Then when I really run out of time and things to do, I work with my reloading. That's another just a sideline that I do that I just really have a lot of fun. I have about 10 different rifles. A couple of them are sub-minute. They just way down like half a minute of accuracy. And some of them are set up for shooting 1,000 yards. So I have big cases and big calibers and all sorts of stuff with reloading. Anyway, I keep myself pretty busy, having a really good time in the process. Well, anyway, folks, I just want to tell you that everything's really going good down here now. My schedule for the fall is going to be coming up real shortly. In fact, we're publishing it now. Starting in September, I'm doing some more film work up in Wisconsin and New York, and I'll be probably even in Minnesota, doing some smallmouth and frogging for largemouth, maybe some pike and muskie and walleye as well. Anyway, I'll be full bore on my television series, Fishing with Roland Martin, and that'll be on again this year. I think for the 50th year. I'm not as sure if it's my 50th year or not. It's a long time. So that's going to be all doing a lot of film work, particularly September and into October. But October, the fishing really gets good right around here. So that's why I'm getting all my lures ready, all my boats ready. I'm doing work down in the A1 retention area down below Clewiston, down in the Everglades down south. That's where I need those little boats, those canoes and those little John boats you should be working on. And then, of course, so we have the Everglades all to the south of that, saltwater Everglades. That's where I take the little 25 and also my little bass. I have a little heritage bass tracker, a little 17-foot. I didn't show you that one. It's off to the side. And that's a perfect little boat for snook and tarpon as well. Anyway, that's all October, November, December. We have some of the best fishing ever that time of year, right here in South Florida. So anyway, that's what's happening in my world, getting ready for a big season and doing a little fishing in the process. So I just hope that I've shown you a little bit about what's happening in Roland. This is Friday, and it's the time I always post my my what's happening in Roland thing. So hey, hit that likes button. That's the grease that makes it all work for my sponsor. We'll see you again soon. Hey, and thanks for watching.